The FBI is looking for an Indian called Vikash Yadav for a murder conspiracy of a Khalistani terrorist during Prime Minister Modi's visit to the US last year. Who is he? Is there a raw connection? How serious are the allegations? What is India's official position on this? Let's try to understand all this here. In a big development, the Federal Bureau of Investigation has issued a wanted poster for Vikash Yadav, a former Indian government employee, for allegedly being involved in the conspiracy to kill Gurpatwant Singh Pannun, a US citizen and Khalistani designated terrorist by the Indian government. How did it all start? It all started when in November last year, US federal prosecutors charged another Indian national, Nikhil Gupta, of working with an Indian government employee in this alleged foiled conspiracy to kill Pannun in New York. Remember, Pannun is wanted in India on terror charges and holds dual citizenship of the US and Canada. Now, when did the alleged conspiracy take place? We're talking about the time frame between May 2023 to June 2023. Two men have been accused of carrying out this plan, allegedly. One is Vikash Yadav, whose name the US revealed today, and his co-conspirator Nikhil Gupta, the alleged hitman hired by Yadav. Nikhil Gupta is currently in a US prison after he was charged and extradited to the US following his arrest in Czech Republic last year. Now, what are the damaging allegations made by the US against Vikash Yadav? The US has called him the alleged mastermind of the assassination plot. According to US prosecutors, 39-year-old Vikash Yadav is a former employee of India's Cabinet Secretariat in New Delhi, which houses the Office of India's Intelligence Service, RAW. Yadav faces criminal charges in the US, including murder for hire and conspiracy to commit money laundering. The 18-page document included photos of Yadav in military attire. It is alleged that a deal to kill Pannun was struck for $100,000. The FBI claims Yadav, who was operating from India, provided his co-conspirator Nikhil Gupta with sensitive information such as Pannun's residential address, phone number and other GPS details. It also says that Yadav served in India's CRPF, which is the country's largest paramilitary force, as an assistant commandant. At present, he is at large. This is what the US prosecutors are saying. The US also claimed that the contractor who was contacted to allegedly assassinate Pannun, was in fact an American undercover law enforcement officer. Now, what is India's official position on this? The Indian government has maintained that the individual named by the US Justice Department's indictment is no longer employed by the government. India has set up a high-level inquiry committee to address the security concerns raised by the US government. The Ministry of External Affairs insists that India takes such inputs seriously as they affect national security interests.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.